Hello students, I am Sayon from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. In my previous videos on fitting shop, I have already discussed about the basic operations that we do in our fitting shop, and I have also described some of the hand tools that we require for our fitting job. Now through this PowerPoint presentation or this video lecture, I am to discuss about some other hand tools that we require. Okay, hey, here is the total list of the hand tools wall holding devices that I have already discussed in my previous video, marking tools that I have also discussed also. Next one is measuring tool that I am going to discuss through this video. Next, cutting tools, striking tools, drilling tools, and threading tools. Okay, so today I am going to discuss about this topic, that is the measuring tools. Now I'm telling again that in our fitting shop, unwanted materials is removed with the help of these hand tools. Okay, and in our fitting shop, basically we have to work on the metals. Okay, so these hand tools are required for any type of fitting jobs. At first, here is the total list of the measuring tools. First one is steel rule. This is the popular one. Next is calipers. There are various type of calipers. I'm going in detail in my upcoming slides. Next, Vernier Caliper, Vernier height gauge, micrometer, and gauges. There are various types of gauges. I'm also going to discuss about some of the gauges. Okay. Next, first one is the steel rule. Uh, Mainly, the steel rule are made of the stainless steel and are available in many sizes that are in range of half feet to 2 feet. Okay, here is the picture of a standard steel rule, and in the steel rules the marks are in inches or millimeters. It vary. Okay, and the edges of the rule should be protected from the rough handling. And another important thing is that this is similar to our scale, but there is a certain difference between a scale and a steel rule. Okay, if we see minutely of a steel rule, we can see this is the starting point of a steel rule, and we can see there is no gap at this end section. But if we consider any scale, we can see there is a gap at the starting. Okay, so we can measure any measurement from these ends. Okay, and it reduces the errors. One point, this is another advantages of the steel wool is that it is made of a stainless steel alloy. Okay, so with the change of the environment or the season, it does not affect on the measurements. So we can get a perfect measurement with this steel rule with respect to the scales. That is why we generally prefer this steel rule in our workshops. And scales are basically made of made of plastics and the woods that is not recommended for the workshops heavy working purpose. Okay, that is why we also use this steel rule due to its durability. Okay, this is all about the steel rules. Next, I'm going to describe about the some of the calipers. The uh, main calipers are the outside caliper, inside caliper, and another important part is the jenny or odd leg caliper. Okay, another name of this jenny or odd leg caliper is hermaphrodite caliper. Okay, first one is the outside caliper. This is the picture of a outside caliper, and one outside caliper can be specified by its opening length and the length of this leg. Okay, and by this outside caliper basically we can use the outside diameters. Next, it is the inside caliper. It is also called inside spring calipers, as we can see in this picture. This can be also specified by its leg height and the adjustable length, and the this length, opening length, can be adjusted through this adjuster. Okay, one adjustable screw is there to adjust the opening length. Okay, another one is that odd leg caliper. This is also called Jenny caliper or the hermaphrodite caliper. Okay, for this type of caliper, one leg is bent at the tip inward and the other has a straight pointed end, and it is used to scribe the lines parallel to the straight edges. This is the main advantage of this odd leg calipers. These are the most common calipers that we use in our fitting shop. Next, another important caliper, this is the Vernier caliper. Okay. In case of this Vernier caliper, we can use this Vernier caliper to measure the outside diameter, inside diameter, as well as the depth also. Okay. There is a list count for every measuring instruments. I'm going to discuss about the list counts of these measuring instruments in my upcoming slides, not here. Next, this is the basic nomenclature of a Vernier caliper. According to this picture, we can see there are several parts of a Vernier caliper. Okay. Mainly, the Vernier caliper is a precision instrument that is used for measuring the lengths and diameters that I already told you. And not only that, we can measure the depth also. Okay, and this is the main scale, and this is our vernier scale. Okay, and through these jaws we can measure the inside measurements, like the inside diameters, and through these jaws we can measure the outside diameters or the outside measurements. Okay, so the vernier caliper can be used for measuring the external and internal dimensions, and it consists of a bar of rectangular sections. It has mainly two jaws, as we can see in the picture. One is movable, and another is a small vernier head, uh, and other is the fixed one. Okay, so in this, according to this picture, we can see this is the fixed and this is the movable jaw in case of this outside one, and this is also in case of this inside one. This is the fixed and this is the movable. Okay, so another parts are also there, like the locking screw. This is the beam and this is the depth bar. Okay, so I'm going to my next slide, that is the different uses of a vernier caliper. I have already told the calipers, but you can see also through this picture the uses of a vernier caliper. First one is the outside measurement. This is the picture, and this is for the inside measurement. This is the picture for the depth measurement. Yes, we can see, and another is the for the step measurement. Okay, basically in our workshops we do this three type of measurements. Next, this is a animated picture by which we can see how the depth can be measured through this vernier caliper. Okay, so you can see the technique of this measurement. Okay, this is our main scale and this is our vernier scale. Okay, so this is the another picture. So we can see two types of scales. One is main scale and one is vernier scales. Actually, we are going to discuss about the least counts of this vernier scale in my next videos. One thing is that uh, what is the difference between this vernier caliper and a normal steel rule? Because by the two measuring these instruments we can measure one dimensions. Okay, suppose there is a dimension that is the 20 mm. We can measure this 20 mm through a steel rule as well as through a vernier caliper. But if we want to measure 20.22 mm, so in that case we cannot use the steel rules. Then we have to use this vernier caliper. That means in case of this vernier caliper we can measure up to 2 decimals. Okay, it depends on its list count. Okay, next is this is the micrometer. Basically this picture denotes the outside micrometer and this is the standard nomenclature. Okay, so through this picture we can see these are the basic parts of a outside micrometer. That is that this part is called anvil. This is the entire frame. Okay, this is the locking device, this is the barrel, okay, this is the thimble, and this is the ratchet. Okay, so through this outside micrometer we can mainly measure the outside dimensions, okay, but or the diameters. And basically the principle of this micrometer is based on the nut and bolt. Next, the one thing is that it has also a list count, and I'm going to make a separate video about the list count of the all the measuring instruments. Okay, so please subscribe my channel so you can get my you can get the notification of my upcoming videos. Next is the vernier height gauge. This is also used for the measuring. Okay, but in case of this vernier height gauge, uh, we can see this is a picture of a vernier height gauge. It is used to measure the height of the workpieces, and it consists of a vertical bar mounted on a heavy base. Okay, this is the heavy base. One sliding head with a pointer is carried on the rectangular bar. We can see all the parts in this picture, and the bar head are graduated, and the height gauge is also used for marking the lines at a specific heights. It is always used by placing it on the surface plate. So before any type of measurement we have to place this vernier height gauge on the surface plate, then we have to take the measurement. Okay, and the base of the height gauge is made up of cast iron, and the beam is made of stainless steel. That means this portion is called the stainless steel, and this base portion is made of cast iron. Okay, next, it is our vernier depth gauge. Basically we use the this vernier depth gauge to measure the depth. Okay, next, this is the all the parts shown in this depth gauge. I'm not going in detail about this depth gauges. Okay, next, this is the feeler gauges. I've already told there are many type of gauges that we use in our fitting shop for the measurements, to take the measurements. So feeler gauge is a gauge by which we can know the basically the check the gaps. Okay, this is the main application of a feeler gauge. Mm, and it consists of a number of metal leaves that we can see in this picture. The leaves have different thickness and are fastened together in a small in a smaller holder. Okay, and the material of the leaves is the stainless steel. These are all made of the stainless steel, and it comes into different size up to 1 mm in the step of 0.01 mm. Okay, this is the limit of this gauges. Next, another important one, that is the slip gauges. We also use the slip gauges in case of any type of measurements. uh, okay, I'm not going in detail because this is not in your syllabus. Yeah, so if you like this video, please like my video and share to your friends, and also subscribe my channel. And in my upcoming video I'm going to discuss about the other hand tools that we require in our fitting shop, and I'm also making a video on the list counts of the measuring instruments. Okay, thank you for watching.